Hey friends, I'm just back from my marshland walk. I'm a little disappointed because we've been there yesterday and the weather was beautiful, and we came across this bench and I thought, wow, this is the perfect spot for reading, and I planned to come back there today with a book in order to enjoy nature and read a little bit. But the weather was not on my side. At least it didn't want me to read outside, because as soon as we reached the bench, the sun disappeared and it got so windy and dark, and it looked like it was about to rain at any minute. So I hurried to put everything back into my bag and yeah, walked very fast in order to get back to the car before it started to rain. So yeah, I took this one with me. I thought it would be nice to talk a little bit about the books I'm planning to read in November. I think this is very ambitious and I don't think that I will be able to read all of them, but these are the ones I want to read. So I picked this for reading outside, which didn't happen, but I read the author's note and the 2 pages before the first chapter, and I already really liked it. I think I'm going to read the first few sentences. It says, "In your hands you hold a work of Gothic horror. As such, it naturally contains terror and rage and other emotional extremes, strange and frightening occurrences that may or may not be supernatural, and an atmosphere so thick that you can stick a knife in it, though you can never be sure that knife will be where you left it once you return from your nightly wanderings. That is, if you return. It's Gothic, you never know." I like it so much. It sounds amazing. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm a little sad that I wasn't able to read at least a chapter outside, but maybe on another day. So the reason why I picked this and not the book I'm currently reading is because I'm still reading Bunny, and I think I have 100. Wait a second. I have 110 pages left in this book, but it was too pink because I wanted to take a book with me that looked a little darker. I didn't want to take this one with me because I thought it would clash a little with the colors outside. I'm so confused still. It feels like, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, if she's constantly drugged or if it's, I have no idea. But I like it. I kind of enjoy this constant state of confusion because I really want to know what's going on, and I hope that it will be explained at least a little bit towards the end what's going on. I'm wondering if Ava's real, if she exists, and I'm wondering about a lot of other things in this book. So I don't know, I'm excited. So 110 pages left in this book, and then I have, I think, 62 pages left in Alchemised. I initially wanted to take this one with me into the marshlands, but it's so heavy and I didn't want to carry it all the way because we walked quite a long time to get to that spot where I wanted to read. Yeah, but I'm planning on finishing this today, and then if you're interested, maybe I will talk about my opinion. I read Manacled the first time almost 2 years ago, and then I read it again this year before I got this. I have quite a few thoughts, so I don't know if you're interested, but I could talk a little bit about it. And that's for that. So I'm quite optimistic that I can finish Alchemised and Bunny until maybe Thursday. It's Monday today, so that's my plan. And then I want to start reading, really reading Blood on Her Tongue. And another one I'm about to read is finally the Inheritance Games. I had this on my wish list for so long. We want to read this in our book club, which grew a little. We were able to acquire one more friend, so we're 4 people now. And we decided to go for this one. And these are our milestones. We want to read this part this week, and then this part in the 2nd week, 3rd week, 4th week, of course. So yeah, this is on my reading list. I'm really excited to start it. And these are my options, which I'm thinking about. I've got One Dark Window, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I'm kind of postponing reading it because I have such high hopes, and I'm a little afraid that once I'm starting to read it, it doesn't meet my expectations. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really want to read it, and I think November is the perfect time for it. I don't know if I will even be able to read the sequel in this month. Well, as I said, or as I thought about in my last video, I spend so much time on my phone right now, and I really want to stop doing that. So I want to challenge myself and stop being on my phone for hours each day. And I want to work with Bibi, my little Veen from, I think the app is called Focus Friend. And I thought about challenging myself and setting the goal that I want to be able to furnish Bibi's room in the most beautiful interior until the end of the month. So I really have to knit a few socks. So there will be probably a lot more time to read when I don't spend that much time on my phone. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I can read a few books this month. The last option would be Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. I'm a little bit nervous that it's quite similar to the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, which it didn't meet my expectations. I saw so many people talking about the Atlas 6 on social media, and I thought, wow, this has to be such a good book. And it wasn't, kind of, I don't know. I didn't really get attached to any of the characters, and it was okay, but it was by far not my favorite book. So yeah, I'm very excited to start this and see where this is going, because it's also 6 rivals, just like in the Atlas 6, and it's an academy, fierce rivals. Each has their own motivation to succeed and their own secrets to hide, but they aren't the only ones playing Blackwood's game, and a sinister, shadowy force threatens existence as they know it. I think I started the 2nd book of the Atlas 6. I don't know what it was called, the Atlas Paradox, maybe. I listened to it as an audiobook, and I think I stopped somewhere in the middle. I kind of forgot to continue to listen to it. The characters in the Atlas 6 also had their own motivation each, and Atlas was kind of playing a game. I don't know what game, because I didn't continue reading the trilogy. Yeah, so that's my reading list for November. Okay, these are non-negotiable, so I'm going to finish these two this week. And that, I mean, then I have 3 weeks left. So, of course, this has to be read, but I think it's pretty manageable. It doesn't, compared to this, it's quite a tiny book. So I think this shouldn't be a problem. I really want to read this in November. I do. And these, I don't know. If you have read any of these 2 books, let me know. And I'm so excited to hear your opinion and maybe an advice on which one I should read first, start first. I don't know. Okay. Now I have to clean up my space a little bit because it's pure chaos. I don't know if I want to show you, but I don't feel very comfortable in here. So that's something I have to do. And then I want to make a plan for this week. I exceptionally overestimated my workforce last week. I think I didn't even finish half of the tasks I set for myself last week, but I was on my period, so I think it's okay to slow down a little. I planned on preparing our garden for my ice bath. I have it's a Regentonne, a rain tub, just a container where you can, it's supposed to collect rainwater, but I just put water in there and then use it for taking my ice bath. And I'm really excited about that. I obviously didn't do it because I was on my period last week. I started in November too, and it wasn't the best idea to start that late in the year. So I really wanted to start earlier this year, like, I don't know, maybe end of September or early October. I don't know why that didn't happen. So it's November again, and maybe it's my fault. I could have prepared it earlier, but I didn't. Oh, I cut my hair again 2 days ago, and I'm quite happy. I was a little nervous because I never cut my hair so short by myself before. But I think I did a pretty good job. It's quite even in the back. I mean, my hair structure is quite forgiving, so you can't really see if I've cut straight or not. But I think it's pretty straight. It's okay for me. So okay, so cleaning up my space, making a plan for this week. What else? Drinking my cold coffee. And then I might want to read. Another project I want to finish this month is the cardigan I'm knitting, but it's over there behind the camera, so I can't show you. I'm on the first sleeve and I think I'm halfway through. I hate knitting sleeves, to be honest, but maybe it's because of my knitting needles, because they have the thing between the needles is wire and it's quite stiff, so it's a little bit annoying to do the magic loop thing for the sleeves. But I kind of forgot to order other needles, so I have to work with these. I would love to knit a sweater for myself, which I haven't done yet at all. Would it be possible to finish the cardigan and knit a sweater for myself until Christmas? I'm not sure. it's probably possible because I won't have as much screen time as I had for the last month, but maybe it's a bit ambitious. I don't know. But I found a really cool pattern. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about making the Olga Sweater by Petit Knit, or I found another one which is called, I think, Cinnamon or Cinnamon Roll Sweater on Hobby. Maybe I can show you a picture. Yeah, so I really want to knit one of these two for myself. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to tidy up, but I have to. Maybe I will listen to the Alchemised audiobook and start organizing. I also still have to organize my closet. This is so sad. The sweaters are all still there. And I already cheated. I had to take one of the sweaters from the stack and I already wore it because I didn't have anything in my closet